Want to take a live look now, though, at Capitol Hill, where uncertainty looms over whether the federal government will shut down come midnight. That is the deadline for lawmakers to agree on funding the federal government. They did have a bipartisan bill on the table, but then that bill fell apart, and another plan backed by President-elect Donald Trump and Elon Musk failed overnight. This afternoon, we are hearing from President-elect Trump, who posted on social media, quote, "If there is going to be a shutdown of government, let it begin now." CBS's Nydia Cavazos has the latest from Washington.
House Speaker Mike Johnson struck an optimistic tone Friday, even with time running out to reach a deal to avoid a government shutdown.
Stay tuned. We got a plan.
Yesterday, the House voted on a bill supported by President-elect Donald Trump. It kept billions in disaster aid for hurricane-devastated communities, but cut priorities for Democrats, including health programs, and added Trump's demand to suspend nation's debt ceiling. But dozens of Republicans joined Democrats to vote against it.
Not going to go vote for another debt ceiling increase without actual specifics on what the cuts will be.
The last-minute scrambling comes after the original deal both parties had agreed to went down in flames after opposition from Trump and his close ally, Elon Musk.
They could go back to the original agreement, and we would have we'd have a solution, and everybody could go home for Christmas, and we'd be doing our jobs.
In a social media post Friday, Trump tried to shift the blame, writing, "If there is going to be a shutdown of government, let it begin now, under the Biden administration, not after January 20th under Trump. This is a Biden problem to solve."
It brings on anxiety, especially during this time of year.
Aaron Barker works for the TSA and is a union rep at Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport.
We are definitely praying and hoping, fingers, toes, whatever you can cross, that it does not happen.
He warns that even though TSA officers are essential employees and remain on the job, there could be shortages if some don't get paychecks, then don't show up, affecting travelers nationwide. Nydia Cavazos, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And Louisiana's own Congressman Troy Carter says Louisiana could lose out on millions of dollars in disaster funds if lawmakers fail to reach an agreement in time. Congressman Carter says lawmakers should have passed the funding package back in September to avoid this last-minute scrambling.
Advancing a temporary measure to fix our budget is not the best way to govern. Having a continuing resolution versus a real budget is not the responsible way to govern. We had a negotiated deal, a deal that was made from Republicans, Democrats alike, House and Senate. And unfortunately, Elon Musk torpedoed that, a measure that had been negotiated among legitimate leaders in both houses and in both parties. Unfortunately, now we start at ground zero. What we really should do is go back to the negotiated deal that was on the table, that had been hammered out in a bipartisan way prior to Elon Musk torpedoing it.
Now, Democrats are still pushing Republicans to bring up the original deal they supported, but party leaders have not ruled out supporting a narrow funding extension. Of course, stay with the WWL Louisiana for the very latest on this.